What's up, YouTube? Welcome to more trades. Okay, Bitcoin had a nice move up already. We had a pump of approximately from where did we see that? From the beginning of the day. If we say we started over here, this bottom here, we had a nice about a 4% pump. Target 1 has been hit. I gave that to you before. I told you it's just the top of this wick over here, the 24,187. We got to 24,180. $7 miss. It's all right. At the moment, Bitcoin is forming a formation. It's an ugly formation, but it can still play out. We have a shoulder over here. It's not a perfect shoulder. You have a shoulder that goes here, an ugly thin head, another shoulder that you could stretch it all the way here, and that's your head and shoulders, and this would have to come here. There you go. And if it's to break out from this formation, from this head and shoulders, then the target would be, depending when we hit the target, depending where we break out from, but it would essentially take you all the way up. Let's see how high. Let's take this line. This would be our breakout target. We're almost there. It's at 24392. So my first target I gave you was 24187, and I told you my second target was the 24700, or 650 to 700. A break of that would just take us all the way up to the top of this channel over here, where we'll get resistance. If we break the 247 to 248 range and we start opening candles above, we could go as high as 25.6, I believe, 25.6, 25.9, or even the 26.8. To see where we could go, let's just look. Let's look here and try to see if we have any significant candles. We have one, we have two that could take us up to 25.4, or even up to the 26.8 range. So I have some confluence over there. The 24.8, I have one. I have this wick over here, the 26.2 to 26.8. So I think 25k to 26.8 is my next targets I'll be looking for. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a reaction. What kind of reaction will I get? Is it going to be a breakout, or it's going to be a stalling, then we start dumping? Now, if you look at this on the 1 hourly, look at this volume. Look at this volume. This candle over here. Let's get rid of the head and shoulders now. This candle over here, look at its volume. It was around, this is on the 1 hourly chart. The volume was around 75.86 thousand. Now, if you compare it with this candle over here, it was slightly bigger. The volume, we have less volume. So we have less volume, and it moved higher. So when I see moves happening higher and I see volume is not that big, it doesn't give me much encouragement. So over here we had big volume, small candle. We had another spike of volume, a small candle. Over here we have volume, big candle. So it doesn't look so right to me. It could happen, but what I'm trying to say is sometimes we could see volume divergence even on higher time frames. This move up, you'd like to see something as big as this for a real impulse. This big volume. This is, look at this, compare this volume to that. It's nothing. Or even to that. It's barely any volume. I mean, we could take a look at it with the advanced volume indicator by Fractal Trade 15. Let's look at that. We're above the EMA cloud. That's good, but we don't have, if you compare it with earlier on, we don't have significant volume. MACD is pointing up, has more upside on the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, we might be curling down. Let's look at the 30-minute. Must be crossing over 15. We're still holding the up momentum. We just crossed over on the 15. Let's look at our EMAs on the 15. Our EMAs didn't cross yet. We're still holding. We're below the 5. So if the 5 and the 13 start crossing and I see this, then I could say, okay, I would enter a short. I entered a short already here as my first target for a rejection has been hit. But nevertheless, we could still have an up move up to the 24/7. It is very possible to go up to 24/7 or even 24/7 and grab all this liquidity. What do I mean by liquidity? A lot of people have liquidation points over there above that wick. People opened shorts last week or whenever it was, a few days ago, and you could see them on this indicator, the 100x traders. Let's see, where's that setting? 0.01. Okay, why isn't it showing me the leverages? It's showing me over here, but over here it's not showing me the leverages. But if I go right, I can see 25x traders at 24,650, 24,677. I have 16 million shorts at 24,796. I think these are also orders waiting to be filled, or maybe they're orders, as I saw on the, there are orders that have liquidation levels over here, 24.8. So you could see a spike up all the way to 24.8, grab the $16 million worth of liquidity, then dump it. We have more liquidity here, 2.94 million at 24,990, close to the 25k region. So 24.8 could be a good zone that they could pump to and liquidate some shorts and then continue lower. Look at that. The next target I said that I'm looking at is the 24.4. Let's look. Why did I say 24.4? You go left, 24.1. Next zone, this region, the 24.3 to 24.4. We also have about 2 million worth of shorts over here. Look at that. Almost 3 million and change. 16 million at 24,282. We have 100x shorts of 3 million at 24.2 as well. So yeah, we could see a liquidation move. We could be topping out now, or we could be forming another bull flag and an explosive move if we take the measured move from the top of this at 24,161 to the bottom over here, 23,756. That's about roughly a $500 move. So if we explode from here for $500, it will be 24.5. It will take us close to that 24.4. Let's get rid of this liquidation, switch that off, and let's see what's happening in the chart. Okay, this is a 15-minute chart. Now on the 15-minute, if I want to see how far, what are the possibilities, as usual I like to use fib retracements, and I'll take it from the bottom over here. I'll take trend-based fib from the bottom. If this is a move up, I would like to see at least a 1-to-1 or 1.618 move up to make it an ABC correction up, or even the third wave up. There we go. We got to 1.272. We exceeded the 1-to-1 of the move up from down here, the 22,364. We're between fibs. They say usually price doesn't really stop between fibs. It has to hit a fib, so we might come and tag this or even go to the 24.4 again. The 24.4 to 24.6, the 24.6 comes to the middle of my ascending big channel that we have here that we're traveling in. If I go to the higher time frame and take a bigger trend based fib to see where are we exactly in this trend. So if I'm expecting this to be a wave 3 and we're gonna pump up, this is the beginning of one at 17.5, 17.6, and one ended here. We had a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then they said this is a 1, 2 also. Okay, so we had a 1, this was a 2, and we came down for the 2, and now if we're in a 3, we exceeded the 1-to-1 extension. Again, we're between fibs. We might come and tag the 25.2. We could go as high as 27,013.8 for the 1.618. If we get there, if we're that high, then I would really expect us to come all the way and at least cover the CME gap that we have at 28 between 27,355 and 28,770. Up to the 30k is very possible if we continue higher. But it's not like we haven't been in this position before last week or a few days ago, and we got a nice pull down. We were at on the 20th of July, we were at 24,296.77. Even higher than where we are today. We got to 24,296.77, and we went as low as 20,700. So we pumped up and we retraced back. So from the bottom here, possibly to the 0.618, to the peak here, 24,296. We went exactly to the golden pocket, 0.618 to 0.615. Now, if we say that now, over here, we pumped up and we didn't come to the golden pocket. Could we still go down to the golden pocket? Very possible, the 22,124. And if we take this pump separately, this small pump, and we take it to where we got to today, the 0.618 sits at 23,120. That will be our 0.618, and we have a level of support over there. I believe in one of my charts I do have, what am I doing, 23,120, 23,120. Do I have a level over there? We know that 23,050 is a good level. 22,961 or 954 is a level I have. That's a level of support I have. So we could retrace down there if this is going to be a pullback. Otherwise, we could pump up. I gave you the targets. Just be aware, Ethereum goes with Bitcoin. Sometimes it leads Bitcoin. So if you look at Ethereum, the candle down on Ethereum, this little tiny candle on the 15-minute time frame, Bitcoin has a bigger candle. Ethereum at the moment has a tiny candle and might start pumping up. And if Ethereum does that, then you'll see Bitcoin's candle change to a thin red candle and change to green and start pumping up. That's what usually happens. Today the markets are opening. The futures are going to be open. The DXY, on the other hand, is pulling down, had pulled down heavily. We're at a level of support that I had, 106.358. My next level is 105.005. If we can't hold this level of support, which looks like this structure over here, when I see it in Bitcoin, we just retraced this whole big, look at that. That is an imbalance in the chart. We are going to retrace the DXY. I bet we're going to retrace the DXY all the way today, which is going to ruin my short and pump Bitcoin all the way to 105.907. And I'm going to post another video later on and show you that we got there, 105.907. That was the low of this candle, 105.908. The open of this candle was 105.908. So mark that. DXY is going down. Dow Jones is having a pullback. Dow Jones, I have a target of Dow Jones. The 1-to-1 move of this entire move down of the Dow Jones comes up to 33.486. So we might even see that on the Dow Jones. The Nasdaq, on the other hand, whatever the Nasdaq does, Bitcoin will do. Whatever the S&P and the SPY do, Bitcoin will do. We closed the SPY at a high of 413.71. We got to the 415 target and we got a pullback. Are we going to retest it again? Or we're going to come down lower and possibly find a gap somewhere and fill it? Or what is it going to do? 402 and 415 are important levels for the SPY. 402 is a strong support. Ethereum, on the other hand, we are above the 1720. Where's the 1720 over here? That's my level of support. We broke out. Look how we broke out very nicely. Next resistance ahead is 1755. Next is 1783, 1811. So those are my targets. If we pump up, I will look for a reaction here. If it's going to continue high and get support, then my next target is here. This is a setup for a short and a long trade. For a long trade, you're looking for significant levels of resistance to take some profit, or to decide, decision height, to decide whether you're going to get out or you're going to stay in. Or if you're looking for a short, that's where you'd look for a short. Either way, they're doing the same thing. Bitcoin and Ethereum, they could be forming a bull flag. This is 1737 up to the 1779. So that's $42. We could get another $42 on that. That will bring us up to 1822. It will exceed this, possibly a liquidity grab, and we come down. Do we have anything at 1822? 1822. We need to go to a higher time frame so we can zoom back. Scroll back. 1822. Any confluence? 1821 was the high of this candle, but it's been recovered. So yeah, let's see what it does today. We had a nice price for Bitcoin and Ethereum if you missed out. However, the formations that were formed, they look like bullish formations, a bull flag, a strong push up. I took the chance with the short. We will see. This is a double bottom as well, with a measured move from the top of the W to the shorter leg, not to the longer leg. You want it to the shorter leg, and you put it at the breakout of the neck, and it takes you to my next level, almost 1790. My level is 1783. We're very close to it. I have my stops at 1785, just above this level. We could see a breakout. This is a double bottom, but it's it is a double bottom. We have sort of a head and shoulders on Bitcoin. We have bull flags forming on smaller time frames. We had a big impulse move up. We have CPI data coming out, I think, in 2 days. Nothing today. I don't think so there's any news today. Let's take a look at today. Do we have any bullish news today? Forex, any market moving news? Calendar. 8th of August. Today, nothing. On the 10th is when we have the CPI, which will be a market mover possibly. So we could rally up to the CPI. What's the forecast for the CPI? Sorry, let's get back to it. The forecast for the CPI, do they expect any bullishness? CPI, if actual greater than forecast, it's good for currency. So they're forecasting 0.2. If actual is greater than forecast, that will be good for the dollar, bad for Bitcoin and the rest of the market. So they're forecasting 0.2. If we get higher than 0.2, it will be bad for the market. And this is the same, core CPI month by month. They're forecasting 0.5. If we get higher than 0.5, that will be bad for the rest of the market. So yeah, that's it. Bitcoin may come down, recover this candle, or even lower, or even hold support here and continue higher. So keep an eye on this. Look at the charts. Try to see what patterns you see and make your own decisions. You don't need to go off anyone's decisions. I'm just trying to help you out, understand how I do my TA, so you can do your own TA and take your own decisions. A move up that we had from here, from the 26th of July, up to this 24,700 that I said. yeah, would give us a retracement to 22,102 to 22,230. So we might still have that retracement. But Bitcoin changed this bearish structure on the 1 hour. We have reversed it. Higher low, a high, a higher low, a lower high, a higher low, and now we have a higher high. So essentially we've broken the structure. We still have this to take and this to take, then we'll be breaking the whole structure up. The way the move down looks like a 1, 2, and this whole thing is a 3 with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not a really nice wave structure. And then we have a 4 up and a 5 down. And could this be like an A or a W, X, and Y with a 5-wave move in Y? It could be. We could sometimes have 5-wave moves in a C wave also. So just keep in mind that it could be a corrective wave up that we've been having, and we might continue down. My wave count, my macro is still the same. My Elliott wave count on the macro is still the same. I haven't changed it. I haven't modified it. And let's see, let's get rid of the indicators. Let's go. We are in a wave 4. In my opinion, the wave 4 can come really high, can even come as high as 28k, 30k, as long as we don't go above the previous smaller or micro count wave 4 here in white of the wave 3 down. So we can go so high, but we shouldn't take the previous wave 4. But I believe we are in a wave 4. And if we go higher, then I'll have to change. My peak of wave 4 was at 24.7. So let's see what happens. Next fib time is coming on 22nd of August. Those are my fib times. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you haven't liked already and subscribed to my channel, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot with the YouTube algorithms, gets my videos out there. Like and subscribe. All I'm asking is for that, nothing more. Thanks for watching. More updates to come, more trades. I'm out.